Hello and welcome everyone to the Collegiate Chess League's 2024 summer season. My name is Joe. This is the Bughouse Qualifier number 3, starting in 1 minute. This is brought to you by Susquehanna, and I'm excited to see who's going to place here in the top 4. We actually only have 4 teams. It's 8 players. So that means they're all going to be guaranteed to qualify, assuming no other teams join. It's possible that some do. Yeah, this should be an exciting arena. There's going to be only one more arena after this. So we'll see how that goes. All right, let's dive in and see who the players are. So we've got Kharkiv from Ukraine. Adam here is from U Chicago. We got Sajid and Naji from University of Oran in Algeria. We have Matt Turner and Eli from Texas A&M. So those are the 4 teams. We'll see who places first through 4th, because that'll be important for their seeding for next weekend for the playoff bracket. And yeah, let's tune into Kharkiv versus Oran here. This is an international matchup. Looks like Precedencer's not there. Little AFK, unfortunately. And there they go. So 16 seconds time odds. And we have a Scandi. Ooh, a Gambit. So maybe a normal opening in chess, but not so normal in Bughouse. Now c7 can be a target. White's just developing these kingside pieces, looking to get ready to castle. Meanwhile, we've got a fork, but also a very pesky pawn here on d6. So the queen gets out of that with check. And yeah, black has moved their c-pawn as well. So a couple weaknesses already. We've watched these players play in the previous 2 arenas, and I've noticed that the Ukraine players, they've been chatting through the text box on chess.com. Also, gold linking, that's not a good arena link, sorry. That's not this. You had to register for this event. You can't join now. It's a little too late, unfortunately. So I'm sorry about that. Yeah, registration closed on Friday, so you missed it by 2 days. But if you're in the Discord server, you can get those notifications. This was also announced on chess.com. Alright, so both these center pawns fall, so this is looking good for Ukraine. This is guards the c7 square, and this pawn now is entering the equation, so not any pieces being put down. So maybe waiting for some trades on this board. So yeah, grabbing the knight, that could have been helpful for c2. It looks like a knight on e2 should be winning material. We'll see if Andre plays it. No, goes knight f3. This is a sacrifice. Actually a discovery. So that takes the bishop there. Dropping a knight on e2 definitely was the better choice. Check and a block. Yeah, so they're still typing in the game chat. They're not talking to each other. I tried messaging them. I mentioned this previously. But okay, they win by checkmate. Queen trade coming in there. Queen dropped was very nice. All right, so they're off to an early lead. Let's check in with U Chicago versus Texas A&M. These 2 teams fairly evenly matched, actually, for both boards. I would love a pawn here. That would be great. So yeah, E camp, clogging things up. Queen here was threatening mate. So we have pawn here as a strong attack. Although, yeah, knight takes here. There was no real threat of taking the knight, so the knight could stay, because queen and rook would line up for mate there as well. Here, we have the pawn attacking the queen. Lots of pawns on white's board. Okay, that's a fork. Queen moves over. Bishop can take here. Ooh, that's a gnarlier fork. So Eli, maybe getting away with the position, able to draw this king out and win a queen. And looks like Matt Turner is trying to get a queen trade as well, also defending checkmate. These players low on time, actually. UChicago, very low on time, especially on board 2. Okay, knight's targeting this pawn. That's a fork. You can block with a knight or a pawn. And now maybe another attack on this queen. Maybe knight here or here. Knight here doubling down on f6. Also solid move. Maybe knight e3 was better. Maybe like a knight here. Knight e3 played now. That's a check. Probably block with the pawn, I would do. And then go after this. You can also drop a pawn. Yeah. Didn't want to move the c pawn, understandably, but it does cost you that pawn drop. Here, yeah, that guy's going to run out of time. Another knight drop. So 3 knights on f6. There's a knight hitting that. That's going to hit with the fork. There it is. Okay, they're making up some time. It's going to be a scramble. Winning the queen is pretty big, but black is not following through with their attack. They have 2 queens in hand. They're both down on time, this UChicago team. Knight check defends this knight. Would love some pieces, but it's black that's getting checked here. I think Texas A&M is going to flag them. Less than 10 seconds now for the UChicago players. They might be doing well on the board, but it's not going to matter. This king moves. He's going to get checked again with a knight, probably. Bishop takes, knight takes. No, Eli's not moving. Now he's moving. Check. There's a discovery. There's a check here. A block. 2 seconds. Who's going to flag? They're all under 2 seconds. Oh, my God. It's Matt that's going to flag. That's crazy. So nice flagging skills there from Adam. And now we're going to get UChicago versus Kharkiv. And that might be the problem with this arena. We don't have a lot of players, so they might have to be waiting for the matches to finish. But it should be Texas A&M versus University of Oran now happening as well. Hopefully none of the players are going to back out and leave. Although if you back out and leave and get last place, I guess you technically still qualify. There's only 4 players. But anyways, shout out to Chuck Moulton, first in chat. Good to see him. Bughouse legend. Bughouse advocator. All right. So we had a queen trade on the second board. Yeah, they're only playing for seeding now, essentially. But we might have some late joiners. It's possible. A knight can drop here if that guy finds it. Instead, he develops attacking the bishop. A totally solid move still. Maybe a white could do a counterattack. Probably not good. But yeah, still, dropping the knight here is best. You don't want to retreat the knight. You don't want to move the knight. You want to use the knight. Well, actually, I don't know if it's best. You give up this rook in the corner, but maybe you give up some minor pieces. I would prefer the attack. Yeah, big fun. That's in the that should be in the info doc. Which is linked there somehow. Actually, let me pull it up for you. It's not obvious in this article, but if you scroll down, there's a detailed list. You've probably seen it, but here, let me put it here. So if you go to that Google Doc that I just shared, you'll find a bracket for Bughouse. It's going to be, yeah, first winner of one of the qualifiers versus the 4th place from one of the other qualifiers. So, yeah. All right, I feel like queen here would be a strong idea. Hope to see pawn push, and then you can drop a queen here. Maybe just sacking the knight, just guaranteeing to get in. Pawn here is strong as well, for sure. Knight check. I'm wondering if you can just sack the queen. But after pawn takes, they're threatening mate, so probably you don't want to do that. Yeah, simply king move. Ooh, you can't take that because queen drop on e1. So, strong moves here from the Kharkiv captain, and Adam from Chicago sees the threat. You can give up this knight. Ooh, dropping the queen. You might have to block with like a bishop or something. There it is. This queen holding on to this king. And the Chicago team's down a little bit of time. The problem with queen takes is you get bishop checked here. Queen takes. I don't know if I would do that, but maybe the queen's helpful on this board. Takes, and now Lord knows all the discoveries you're threatening. Queen dropped here. Bishop check. That's brutal. I guess if you move the king, oh, knight here's mate in 1. Block, and now just bishop takes. Queen take. Wait, does this work? Maybe this is holding on. Bishop here would be devastating. Very low time for Andre. Needs to make up 10 seconds. Can they do it? Another queen drop for defense. Trade. So the bishop did come. King takes. Ooh. Take this. Adam's going to get flagged. Perhaps. The knight is falling. Okay, takes here for sure. Or bishop here maybe. Oh, now you're getting checked. Ooh, queen here is going to hurt. Queen there's mate in 1. Nice. From the Ukraine team. They're on streak now. 2 out of 2. Now they're playing against Texas A&M. So they've played all the teams now, which is good to see. Getting a variety of opponents. I wonder if the Oron team is still around. Hopefully. Yeah, we might call this arena early. We'll see. I have gotten word that there are players that are going to register, or actually not register. They're going to compete. Knight check. This is going to be checkmate. Or, okay, you have to give up the queen. No, king here. This is very dangerous. You can just take this if you want. Take and then take. Looks pretty good to me. Pawn push. That's curious. I guess knight takes. You can't take unless you want to lose your queen. Bishop drop. Actually, you can get both things, or maybe not both things. Might as well though. Oh, the king has to block the rook. So, all right, there's one check. Ooh, this is very close to mate. If you get a knight, rook check, but we can block with something. Yeah, if you blocked here, knight drop would be mate. Here, ooh, knight takes, very important. If pawn takes, queen drops. So bishop sack, queen here, might be something. Maybe looking for more. Knight check here. Uh-oh. Queen's getting into g3. Oh boy. And then just any diagonal. I guess we get here. Oh, another check. Yeah, if you go up, that's mate in 1. If you go down, that's mate in 1 as well. So, strong checkmate there. I guess I should have been looking at the second board as well. Yeah, presidents are needed to stall. They were up about 10 seconds. Maybe black had something here, actually. But alas. Strong mating attack from Matt Turner, starting with pawn at e3 check. So, anyways. Any other games going on? So what does that mean? Where is everybody? Here we go. All right, Texas versus Chicago. Yeah, I feel like Najee and Sajid left, but maybe not. All right, sacrifice, knight check. Queen would be mate, but probably no queen trades coming. Yeah, guys, I wish we had more players. I wish we had more teams, but it is what it is. Some players and teams are just planning on playing in the fourth and final qualifier arena. Okay, no pawn here on c7, so white's targeting this already. Knight here, that's a free piece. Eli's gonna scoop that up. This is gonna look really bad for this Chicago team. If you block here, dropping this knight is gonna be a smother. So queen has to take, and you're losing the other rook as well. King here. I mean, probably bishop takes. But okay, yeah. Here, pawn drop is annoying. This is pretty prophylactic. Well, pretty defensive, I think is probably the better word. Okay, knight hits this, saves this guy, I guess. Yeah, black's definitely dropping something. Queen out with check, probably drop a pawn. Okay, queen takes. Watch out for rook and queen entering. So what do you want to do? Maybe queen here. Okay, bishop here, but okay, look at this. Yeah, the pawn ended up on c7. Knight here is mate. Really nice. All right, so Texas now is on a streak. They tied Ukraine. So now we have Kharkiv versus UChicago. So yeah, I guess they're just taking turn. I don't know if it's pairing Najee and Sajid anymore. Are they playing? Oh, they are playing. Okay, great. Finally. Yeah, that took a while for them to get paired, unfortunately. So all the other teams have played 3 times. This team has only played once. So hopefully they can make it count. Ooh, knight mate. That was fast. Najee with the tricky knights and the pen. That's incredible. So that puts them on the board. So it's pretty close, actually. And looks like, yeah, Texas, they just lost their streak. Okay, so bishops in for Kharkiv. Queen trade offered on this board. That might be dangerous for Andre. Ooh, doesn't take. Queen takes, rook takes. Watch out. Queen here would be checkmate. Knight blocks. Knight drop. There's bishop takes. Pawn takes. Threatens something. Maybe knight here was a good move. Why would you drop a pawn here? Why not drop a knight here? Knight here, I would take that because I want to drop a knight on c7. Pawn here is very annoying. Bishop here helps guard. Maybe a knight here. Ooh, sacrifices. I don't know if I would have done this. But Precedencer's a strong player. Ah, knight got in here with checkmate with the queen. Alright, so now Chicago is at 2 out of 4 with 4 points. Top two teams are tied, 5 points each, and they're playing each other right now. So winner of this match will get first place for the time being. Still plenty of time left in this arena. So sacrifice on f7, classic. Knight, strong knight here. Threatening a pawn here. Ooh, I would wait for the pawn. Yeah, there it is. And resigns. Oh no, mate. Oh my goodness. Black was winning the queen here, but Eli gets that king on g1, checkmated, knight and bishop combo. Brutal. So that puts them at the top. Here we have University of Iran now playing Chicago. This is only their 3rd game. And it's Chicago's 5th game. Yeah, everyone else has played 5. So they missed out on 2 games basically. So that's unfortunate for them. But they're playing. And they got some points earlier. So, alright. Wow, Naji's really sitting for some material, it seems. I think they're going to sacrifice. No, they develop, which is fair. And now, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, this sack's actually kind of annoying. Maybe bishop here. No, bishop pin. That's a strong move. Defends and pins. I like this a lot. Nice move here from that guy. Pawn push. Maybe looking to come out. Bishop takes. Queen takes. Knight here. Force the queen back to defend c2. Probably. They're maybe contemplating the check and the knight. Sajid's calling for a bishop on their board. I guess they want bishop here. Ooh, knight drop would be huge after this pawn push. Knight check. Gonna try to drop something on f7. Castles for black, so getting out of this. Bishop here. King finally moves. Queen would be mate. Takes that knight. Still gotta watch out for this drop. Bishop check, king up. And then both these knights are guarding both these checks. But white doesn't even have a knight to drop. Still, I'm like, you could sack the queen for a knight if you really wanted to. That's a check. Bishop block, counterattack. So watch out for this and this, I suppose. Yeah, maybe a bishop here would have been really good for white, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Bishop drop is a fork. You pick up the knight, and then that knight could have been dropped with a fork on Adam's board. So, missed opportunity. Yeah, knight takes now. Lands with the fork. So, blunder to the queen. Unfortunate for Naji, for sure. When they could have had that bishop check fork instead. Removing that knight. That was a strong knight. And now Naji's actually going to flag. They stalled a little too much. Check, you can take. Knight drop here would be pretty lights out. Wait, did they drop the knight here? Did Naji have mate in 1? Oh my god, you guys. From bad to worse. That is so sad. Actually, I can't even tell. Was that knight dropped? No, it was moved there. Okay, so it wasn't me or anything. Yeah, that guy looks like they're just trying to flag now. Knight drop if you want. Like, they have 3 seconds. I guess they don't need to rush anything. Naji. He makes one last move. Any move now is a flag with 0.1 seconds. Alright, so... Oh, we have another team joining. Batu and Awesome Game 4. So that should help with some pairings. Alright, we have Ukraine now versus Oran. Let me see where they're from. I kind of forgot. Okay, they're from Dartmouth. So we'll keep an eye out if they get paired. There's always going to be an odd team out now, but... Okay, here they are. So we haven't seen them play yet. The Dartmouth team is now playing Texas. We'll see. Now that there's 5, one of them's not going to qualify. So they'll have to play in the next arena. The final arena, the 4th one. And, yeah, there are some teams that haven't played yet in the qualifiers. So, like Lehigh and Yale. And I don't know if Bangladesh played yet, but they registered. Dartmouth had the most teams registered. They had at least 3 teams. So that's cool. Texas A&M had 2 teams. But I don't know if I've seen the... Or we have seen the other one play. Neither of them have qualified yet. No one from Dartmouth has qualified yet either. Yeah, no one playing obviously is qualified yet, but anyways. Alright, rook block, rook takes. Take back with the bishop. This queen's annoying. This knight is pinned. This king is getting lured out. White only has a queen to drop, and they do drop it, but now their queen's actually trapped, so that was not good. They take the bishop. Partner has no Wi-Fi. That's really unfortunate, Sky. Wow, checkmate. Or no. Was it check? I don't know. Flag? I wasn't looking. I looked away for the briefest of moments, and it cost me my commentary. Anyways. Alright. Now we have Chicago versus Dartmouth. Sky, at least, I guess, can cheer for their teammates. So, how they did they get any points yet? No, they lost their first game. 32 minutes left. Very good chance they could still catch up. Like, if they get 1 win, they're tied for 4th. And, I mean, that might even get them in on tie breaks alone. So, yeah, and Texas is playing Kharkiv right now. Big green, is that what you guys are? Cornell's big red, you guys are big green. Is brown big brown? That'd be funny. Actually, yeah, I don't know the Ivy mascots that well. I know Cornell's they have a bear. I feel like it's more like a cub, but it is a bear, right? Anyways, bishop takes a knight. Yeah, the other bishop's pinning the knight. Rook on e1 played. Queen here, doubling down the pressure on the knight. Only a knight to drop for white. You could drop a knight on d2 if you want. We could see a lot of trades on the second board. Yeah, knight on d2 is played. There goes the pawn on c3. Perhaps inconsequential. Rooks to the open files. Batu's going to contest that. Bishop here would be a strong move if the rook didn't go here. But yeah, no pieces to drop yet. Queen doubled up here, allowing rook takes. Rook takes. Is a beer keg. That's pretty college. Knight takes. There's bishop takes. If you want a queen trade, I feel like a queen trade would be good for Dartmouth. Instead, they dropped the knight. That's not a good move, though, in my opinion. Well, unless the queen trade's good. But the bishop took, so there's no queen coming in now. There's a rook. No. Well, yeah, knight takes. So you win a piece, but you've traded a queen, which could be devastating. And the Chicago team is both down a ton of time. There should be some sort of win here. Rook here helps defend this king a little bit. Perhaps not enough. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Knight check, very strong. King here, and now just probably pawn here is mate. Yeah. Takes, mate. Beautiful. So Dartmouth on the board, technically now in the top 4. Tied. Honestly, yeah, tiebreaker. Looks good for them. Anyways, their competition, Oran, is now playing Texas A&M. This knight is checking the king annoyingly, so the king should move. Should be fine, I think. Go to e7, right? I don't see the big deal. But perhaps stalling a little bit. Okay, goes back, allows this pawn drop with check, so that wasn't great. You can make a knight, maybe, if you want the tempo. Makes a queen is totally good as well. That was also technically a tempo. On the rook, I guess. Another pawn drop. So the rook should move. Actually, watch out for a queen trade. Pawn drop. This is very dangerous. Knight here. That's a smothered queen. I mean, you could also just take the knight. I don't know what's better. They're both great, frankly. Maybe this isn't so good because maybe black has some sort of tempo they can play. Like knight here, for example. Wow, they just got a knight. They didn't use it. Instead, they take. Now any heavy's mate. Queen takes. That's mate in 1. All right, so Oran getting back in top 4. And a quick pairing for them. They're playing against Dartmouth. So this is big, because Dartmouth can beat them. Second and third are tied. Texas A&M, they're taking a lead. Despite that last loss, they have double the points of the second place team. All right, so we'll keep an eye on this one for the beer kegs, I guess. Wait, does the beer keg have a name? Is his name Big Green? Alright, looks like both sides on the top board have solid development. Bishops in the middle. Pawn here would be a fork. Keggy, that's cute. Yeah, I had a friend from high school that went to Dartmouth. He's a really nice guy. Really smart, too. If University of Utah plays in CCL, yeah, actually. I think, did you just join the Discord? I can, you can message me there, or maybe I can message you, and I can connect you with their club leader. All right, I'll say hi to you. Lots of chess in Utah, actually. You know, fun fact, I used to live in Lehigh, which is now where there's Utah Chess Nights organized. That's organized by one of the club leaders from BYU, actually. Also, shout out to the Chess Sharks, who are from Utah, who I don't know if you know them, but also like Chess Dogs, I think, is from Utah. So chess in Utah, lots of stuff out there. Advanced French or Exchange French? I would say if you're saying better for white, I would go with the advance. Because typically, like in a normal advance, like if you're looking at this structure, like in a normal chess game, you want to push this C pawn, but in Bughouse, it's really bad because like D6. So this pawn is really annoying when you advance because, like, see this knight has to come out here because you can't go here. Now this knight is serving a big purpose of defending. But anyways, yeah, I like the advanced French for Bug. So, all right, queen comes out, extra pressure on this pawn. You were convinced that there weren't too many players. There's definitely a chess scene. Yeah, try to check out, like, I would search Utah Chess Night on Instagram if you have it. Leaf Gambit declined. I don't know what that is, PKR. But good to see you. This is a strong fork. Probably taking the knight is better than taking the rook. But I don't know. I don't know. Your bishop's also hanging. Wow, giving up the queen here. Okay, so Oran looks to be beating Dartmouth, although Dartmouth is way up on the clock. Only 30 seconds for Naji. We've seen Naji get flagged before. Sajid's saying to wait on his board, but I don't know if he can afford to because he's down so much time. Ooh, another fork. Actually, that's going to be devastating. Ooh, checkmate. They got that queen in there. Wow. So some stalling may be needed. Or maybe don't give up the queen. So, Oran, they put themselves up there in fourth again. Dartmouth now 5 points behind. 23 minutes to go. And they joined late as well. So, if they don't qualify in this one, they're going to have to try again in the next one. Meanwhile, Ukraine has put themselves in the second place spot, but Oran and U Chicago are tied for third with 7 points each, and Chicago's now playing Dartmouth. Sky, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Also, Guitar is Life and Sajid. Sajid followed, I think, right before the stream. The second most common response to e4, besides e5. E5, like, if you get burned enough times, it'll make you want to play the French. Like, I totally understand. You don't want the sack on f7, right? So the French structure is good against those bishop sacrifices. Yeah, I don't know enough Bughouse theory, unfortunately. Alright, pawn at e3. I like this move a lot. Just really stops both those doubled bishops on the dark squares. And now d4. We see a bishop sacrifice. Pawn takes, bishop takes. And now maybe a knight here. Maybe you can move your knight here. Knight here instead. I don't like this as much, but it's a strong move nonetheless. Pawn here. This is aggressive. This knight has to move. Knight goes here. Bishop takes. Knight takes. Queen takes that bishop. Maybe that's why this was better. Ooh, knight takes for sure. Ooh, queen trade. Yeah, this is queen here is mate. Ooh, take that queen. Put the queen. Oh, what did they do? There it is. All right, so Dartmouth takes down Chicago, and that inches them closer to the top four. Oron lost their match. All right, here's the top two seeds. Um, yeah, maybe with the win here, Ukraine has a chance to take first spot, but Texas looks pretty good. No pawns pushed at all for black on Eli's board. Knight takes or pawn takes, both probably good. Bishop takes. I would maybe consider taking the knight, but okay. Knight has to move. Knight's trapped if we can. Well, I mean, yeah, the knight's just trapped. um, Very interesting decision here from Eli. Bringing both knights out, dropping a pawn here. Looks like they dropped a bishop somewhere, so... Okay, knight here instead. That's actually... Okay, first pawn push opens up for the bishop as well. I don't know if you want to sack. Maybe. Sack and knight here looks really strong, actually. Okay. Deciding to give up the pawn. Maybe drop something here. A pawn here would be great. Okay, knight goes after this anyways. Probably just castles. Here, bishop block. Oh, that's not free. That was not a fork. I mean, I guess it's technically a fork. But that's going to cost you. Also, this is still okay. Yeah, that knight. Oh, that knight was helpful there. Wait. I don't know if I totally misread that. But Ukraine just... It's hard to look at both boards at the same time. Like, even commentating. I was too enthralled. Pro commentary from PKR. We should bring PKR in. Actually, Chuck and PKR, I unfortunately cannot stream the next arena, which is happening at 1 p.m. Pacific, so 4 p.m. Eastern. If you guys want to commentate it, you're more than welcome to. I mean, I would really appreciate it. I would tag the CCL Discord with your stream link if you wanted to. If you want. But yeah, I'm actually gonna go to the downtown chess club and get lunch. Is there a link to the next arena? Yeah, hopefully it happens. This arena right here, unfortunately had to take 2 tries. So the first try we only had 7 people join, so there's not enough for 4 teams. But luckily we had 4 teams join, so I just made a new link for this. Okay, so here's the next arena link. And hopefully there's enough players or teams that join it. If not, then I guess we'll have to figure out who the next seeds would be. But yeah, there's also this standings link if you want to look at the teams that have registered so far and have qualified. I did get word from Yale, their team, that they would be playing. That's Maxime Yaskolko and Lyndon Lee, who are both captains. And they're also really good players. They're both much better than me at Blitz. Apparently last year, they reminded me that they got swept 0-16 in the qualifier arena because everyone that beat them were titled. And he said that one of them was Katask, also known as a Wonder Liang. All right, pawn here is a fork. Yeah, Andre and Precedence are still talking in their chat, so I guess they don't want to do a Discord call. Yeah, they're talking to each other. All right, so they're up time. That's a strong check. They're waiting for Batu to move. So let's see what's happening. Batu finally moves. You can see a queen trade. Okay, so now Andre moves. The queen out of the way. Bishop here. This queen's very close to trapped. Oh, sacks for the knight. Queen check, bishop block. This is looking to turn out well for Dartmouth, I'd say. Queen takes is a big threat. A very big threat. Bishop takes the rook. Queen swings over, but wait, what? Hello? That's so bad. That's GG. That's just mate. You blundered mate. Oh, Precedencer. I thought you were better than this. That was a brutal collapse. They were up time. Maybe Queen A3 check was not the move. Definitely Queen H3 was not the move. That just blundered mate. Unfortunate. Unfortunate for sure. But really good for Dartmouth, actually. So that's great for Dartmouth. That actually there's a three-way tie for 4th place. I really hope that doesn't stand. Because, I mean, I guess that'd be unfortunate for the 3rd team. I guess the end of the arena will force some sort of tiebreak. But anyways, 14 minutes to go. We've got a bit of a time scramble here. I don't see Adam surviving. Okay, actually, Adam's the one pressing, but you could start dropping some stuff. Maybe bishop check here was good. Bishop here. Yeah, knight defends. Takes. Rook here is strong. Could you imagine knight h8? Queen trade forced. That helps out a little bit. Now the bishop can come out. 3 seconds. There's the knight drop. Rook takes. Pre-move stuff, I guess. 1 second. Not enough time. Surely. Yeah, he gets flagged. Eli maybe was mated next on his board. I don't know. Probably. With all this material. 2 seconds left, though. So Chicago gets flagged. And Texas A&M adds on to their lead. And now they play against Ukraine. We have an early sacrifice already. Yeah, I'm less so interested in this. Like, I feel like no matter what happens on this board, the standings are not going to change at all. So probably the more important match would be to watch is this one. So it looks like Oran is not paired, and they're going to be just watching for this match. Pawn at e6, thwarting bishop sacrifices, but not thwarting knight sacrifices. So the knight hits, the knight is replaced, dropped, and now we have king e7. This pawn's really helpful. Now, I would watch out from playing this pawn push, because that really weakens g6. So we see a bishop dropped instead. Yeah, looks like we've seen some trades on this second board. Rooks to the b file. Pawn made it to b2, so that's annoying. Knight trying to attack it, maybe dropping something here. Lots of time spent from Batu. They're letting the other boards play it out. Batu's waiting for some material. He wants a knight for f7. But he's down on time, so yeah, that guy can just stall. Queen here's a strong move, though. So yeah, we might see a stalling tactic here. Really, Batu's just got to move. Okay, check. He's dropped. Probably. Okay, he blocks. Trying to open this up. Knight yeah, bishop takes knight. Takes with check. I would have definitely tried to push the d pawn because I want to open up this bishop. So hard for this bishop to move. All right, so takes maybe helps reinforce the dark squares. Yeah, they really wish they had a knight here for f7. Knight in. Maybe dropping a knight here. Maybe not worth it. Knight here is strong. Ooh, that's a free bishop with tempo. That was a bad blunder from Batu. Batu's low on time still. Knight check here. Wow. Maybe just go back. Honestly. Ooh, takes opens that up. This knight is helping defend, but now the queen comes in attacking. And now we kind of wish that we had our bishop opened up, right? So queen takes knight is a threat. You could drop a knight, maybe. No, probably not. Knight here. There's bishop takes. Bishop takes, knight takes. Pawn fork. That's strong. Now maybe we want to attack the queen. Knight here is a great move. Fantastic move here. 4 knights. Right here, all in the center. Batu's going to get flagged. He sacks his queen. Now we see this bishop opened up finally. Bishop takes. Really helpful defensive move. Now maybe even king takes. Probably not actually. Maybe just knight takes. But now there's some knight checks possible. Not anymore. Knight here for sure. For sure. Knight here. Also very strong. Castles. Rook drop. Checkmate. Yeah, Batu's gonna get flagged anyways. And I was not looking at the second board at all. Alright, so let's look at the standings. 9 minutes to go. Ukraine still trying to chase first place. They're a streak away from getting it. Chicago now solidifying 3rd place, and the bottom 2 teams are tied at 7. And this poor Oran team is just not getting pairings. Like, where are their games? So Chicago got paired with Ukraine. And yeah, we have Texas versus Dartmouth. So Oran's just watching. That is kind of unfortunate for them. If they're the 5th team that doesn't qualify, especially from starting from the start, right? Like, Dartmouth joined late, and after this, they're only going to be 1 game behind in terms of games played. Alright, so queen trade? Queen takes? That's a queen for black. Lots of minor pieces for white, though. Yeah, looking at f7. Whoa, that's mate in 1. Dartmouth. Dartmouth is ahead of, well, yeah, now they have 9 points each. Yeah, I feel bad, actually, for Naji and Sajid. Hopefully they can get a game in. So I guess we'll see. Meanwhile, Chicago versus Kharkiv. Pawn at d7. Probably like bishop takes, knight takes, totally fine. Queen takes now, yeah. So Andre is doing well. Knight check, that's definitely annoying. So Precedencer's doing well. What is that? That's a mate threat right there, so watch out for that. Knight blocks. Okay, yeah, knight attacks the knight, or pawn attacks the knight, pawn attacks the queen. So the queen's got to move. Oh, wow, just takes the knight, sacks the queen, takes the minor piece. Queen takes. But now what's your follow-up? This is a very annoying pawn. Yeah, I was expecting a queen move. So, okay. Attacking the knight, or the queen with the knight. Kharkiv is up a lot of time on both boards. So that's good. Bishop, maybe just rook takes. Maybe bishop here. Probably just pawn block. Maybe knight takes pawn. Okay. Bishop here, actually. Wait. Oh, why didn't... Oh, because the pawn was there. Now bishop here's a threat. Yes. Pawn check. Another pawn check. Surely. Or bishop. I mean, no. You gotta go with the pawn, right? Pawn. Force the king here. I mean, honestly, running away might... Like, yeah. He runs away. And, okay, he wants a knight. Knight here, but now there's king here. But then you queen. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, he needs a knight for sure. So he's calling for a knight. Oh, and it's Andre's turn too. Okay, he sacks the rook. Look at this triple stack over here. But knight... Oh, he queens first. Wait, but now he drops the knight. Wait, but surely the knight drop was better first. Oh, this was not it. Here, I mean, I don't know, guys. He's starting queen takes, so that's good. Takes here, knight drop. Oh, bishop. Oh, bishop first. Now knight drop is mate. Beautiful. Beautiful mating pattern there from Kharkiv. How does that help them? They're 2 points away now, actually. And they're playing the top dog, so if they win this, they're going to take first seed, which would be huge. And, of course, I think the Oron team is still not getting paired. That's actually really sad. Blame the chess.com pairing system. I don't know what else to say. Who else is playing? Like, is no one else playing right now? Is that really... Okay, it paired Chicago. Oh my god. Kharkiv just got crushed. With this knife? I mean, did they resign? Eli. Oh wait, that's a discovered double checkmate. Oh my goodness. That's beautiful. I missed that. Queen here. Bishop takes and mate. Oh man. Okay, so that should solidify their top seed. Well deserved. And yeah, Chicago gets paired with Dartmouth, leaving Oron again on the sidelines. That's so sad. They didn't even really have a chance. So they're gonna have to play in the next arena. I don't know what else to say. I hope it's not too late for them over in Algeria. I don't know what time it is there. Anywho, what flag is this? Seychelles. Yeah, surely. I mean, I don't know who all is gonna join the next one, but I guess there's at least a couple of teams. I know Arizona State played yesterday. They didn't play today. There's also Purdue. I don't think Lehigh has joined for any of them yet so far. Neither, I don't think Bangladesh. It's probably too late for Bangladesh. I mean, I don't know. Anyways, okay, so yeah, the standings. First and second are pretty much locked in. But we are watching, this is the number 3 versus number 4. So if this game finishes, which it might actually not, then the winner of this will take 3rd and the loser will take 4th. Oh, and there's checkmate. So it does finish. So that's good for Dartmouth. So that puts them in 3rd. And they get immediately paired with the top seed. So yeah, they're just not pairing this Oron team. The settings were based on score-based pairings. And I guess they like lost their first match, so they had like 0 points. But I don't feel like their standings is that much different than anyone else to not get paired with them. I mean, it's possible they left early, but I just assumed they didn't. Yeah, they're saying in the chat that they're not getting paired. So that is actually really unfortunate. That is unfortunate. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I can look into it. See if we can change some pairing logic. But two adopted you? That's crazy, this guy. Alright, well. Yeah, this game surely won't finish in 13 seconds. Unless we have like a knight and a pawn mate. But I don't think that's happening. They're just gonna stall it out here. Alright, so that's the third arena. We have one more to go. So Matt Turner and Eli gonna take that top seed. Let me update the standings. Second seed in this one is Precedencer and Andre from Kharkiv. Third standing is Dartmouth, getting in there. Oh, it's not Turner, it's Tumor. Is that right? That's an M. That's my bad. I'm sure they've gotten that before. Yeah, Murat. My bad. Well, yeah, I mean the first arena, the first qualifier arena, we had 12 teams, so it was totally fine. Okay, the fourth seed is Chicago. All right, well, that leaves us with one final qualifier arena to go. That's gonna start in about an hour and a half or so, or like 2 hours. So yeah, if you haven't qualified yet, good luck in the fourth one. If you qualified, you're gonna be playing next weekend, and you're not allowed to play in the next arena. So it really kind of narrows down the number of teams. So technically registered, there's 10 teams remaining, and there's only 4 spots. But I don't know if all 10, like it'd be great if all 10 played, but I just don't think that'll happen. So we'll see. But yeah, good luck. Hopefully Oron can make it. I know Yale said they plan on playing. I don't know if the other teams will. Maybe we can ask. There's still another Texas A&M team. There's still Purdue, Lehigh, maybe Dartmouth. They have 2 teams left. Sky, maybe he can get his teammate to join. Maybe Sky, if your teammate can't join, maybe you can swap with one of the other Dartmouth players. You still have Hugo and Sid. So, I don't know. But, okay. Thanks everyone for watching. We'll find someone to raid. And then I'm going to head out to the downtown LA Chess Club if anyone's in person there, wants to hang out. Otherwise, yeah, have a great rest of your weekend. Sorry I can't commentate the next arena, but maybe Chuck can watch it, so shout out to Chuck. Otherwise, I'm gonna raid Matt, so stick around for that. Alright, thanks again everyone, take care, and good luck to all the remaining teams.